Hello gamers, welcome to another DSP style video. DSP was recapping the Microsoft Direct that happened, and man, he had quite a take. He had quite a rant about Indiana Jones. Let's get a load of this.
Whip, you're pulling them towards you with the whip, you're punching them, fisticuffs. Like, this is how Indy fights. He goes like this. He just puts the guy's head in front of him.
Are you guys laughing?
Like this, and the guy's head goes, like that. That's
Are you guys laughing yet?
Okay, maybe not.
Hilarious.
But it's basically fisticuffs. There are some guns, but I don't think that the guns are going to be the major gameplay. It seems like it's going to be more whip and melee combat.
Melee.
But the game also is going to have platforming and puzzles, and when you do those, a lot of the times the game is going to scale back, or the camera will pan back, and you'll see it in third person. But then for the exploration and combat, it's going to go back to first person. Now you might say, why?
Why?
Well, because it's machine games. They make first person games. You realize that, right? Like, that's what they do. So I'm not shocked to see that that's what they've made, because that's their forte. That's what they're good at.
That's what they're good at. Why have them try anything else? Why have them try a different genre or challenge themselves? Just do what you're good at and just keep pumping it out. But this dude loved Yakuza Like a Dragon, and that was like the first RPG or a turn-based RPG from that studio. They never made an RPG before, and this was their first time doing it. That's why like Yakuza Like a Dragon is kind of a clunky RPG technically. It's a solid game, and I love the game, but it's like it's a rough RPG. And you can totally tell it's their first one. And they even said, like, look, we never did this before, and this is our first time. So he loved when they experiment with a different genre, but Wolf Machine, whatever the fuck the studio is, they can't make a different genre or just do a different kind of camera angle. They can't challenge themselves. Okay.
The same as saying, like, oh, the makers of Tetris, well, guess what their next game's going to be? It's going to probably play like a spin-off of Tetris. It's probably not going to be a racing game in cars. Right?
What if they wanted to make a racing game?
I'm not surprised that it's first person. Apparently,
I mean, even Nintendo, like Nintendo made Mario, then they made Zelda, F-Zero, like etc. There's other games that they made, and they're not all platformers. How come they could do that, but not this studio? Huh?
The internet are freaking out. Oh my god, they should have just did third person. It's like third person, action, platforming, puzzles, combat. You mean Uncharted?
Yeah, and you know, this dude literally was going on videos talking about Uncharted and just honestly saying, guys, this is like Indiana Jones, man. We never got an Indiana Jones game, but imagine how cool it would be if you had like Indiana Jones that played like Uncharted or Tomb Raider. He always talked about that. And now they make an Indiana Jones game, and he just happens to like how they did it, and they're like, oh, you want to be like these other games? DSP, you said you would like it if they played like those games. Whatever.
Tomb Raider? You mean the same game we already played twice? That's what you wanted the indie game to be. You just wanted it to be another Uncharted, I guess. And I'm like, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Another one. First, people freaked out about Avowed. Then people freaked out about this. Why are you freaking out?
Why are you freaking out?
The game looks pretty good to me. Now, does it look ultra smooth?
I like how just saying, this game looks like shit is freaking out. People saying this game looks terrible is freaking out. Not just expressing an opinion.
Super polished and everything. No, it doesn't. Again, it looks a little janky. It kind of reminds me of Wolfenstein.
Oh my god. Dude, this dude got so fucking mad that Nintendo fans were enjoying Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It was in his fucking countdown saying, oh my god, Nintendo fans need to stop rewarding the bad behavior. Stop buying Nintendo games. Oh, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom runs at 30 frames. But give them a pass. Huh? Why give Nintendo a pass? If you're gonna give them a pass, they're gonna keep putting out shit. And then this company puts out a game that's supposedly buggy or whatever. And he's like, well, they make buggy games before, man. It's okay. He just complained how Starfield runs poorly. But people are being more critical of Indiana Jones, saying it should run better, I guess. And he's like defending the bugginess and saying that's what you can expect. That's what they do. Wolfenstein had it too. So we should just give them a pass? This dude is such a hypocrite. He puts everyone else on these standards, but he doesn't have to be on that standard. He can do whatever he wants.
Like that, you know? So, to me...
If you're not going to ask for better, you'll never get improved it. No!
Actually was entertained. First of all, I like Indiana Jones. I love the original trilogy of movies. I hated the fourth one. I didn't bother seeing the fifth one.
Wow, what'd it take?
And apparently no one else did either because it flopped at the box office, right?
Wow,
So,
yeah, okay.
for me,
Had to validate
knowing
your
that this is
take.
younger indie is cool, right? And the voice acting, first of all, did you guys know it's Troy Baker? Yeah.
Oh, get a load of this. The amount of praise for a licensed game is so funny. Like if this was any other game, he wouldn't talk like this. I guarantee you, he wouldn't talk like this. So okay, imagine, right? This is not Indiana Jones. Let's say that this was like Billy the Adventurer and all this stuff that looked like this game. So people online are saying this game, Billy the Adventurer. Get this, okay? That it's like an Indiana Jones game, but get this. They made it first person. Yeah, there's third person when they do like platforming, but it's first person for the combat. Yeah, when I think Indiana Jones, I think first person combat. Yes, not an adventurer that's going and pillaging temples for the treasures or anything. No. First person action. What a bunch of idiots! He would say shit like that about this game that's supposed to be an Indiana Jones game. They should be like Uncharted. As I said to you before, just take the game of Uncharted and make it Indiana Jones. There you go. But they're fucking idiots. But this dude is praising Indiana Jones for doing that. Like, he would complain if this was any other game. But the fact it's Indiana Jones, he has to stand. He has to simp for it.
It's Troy Baker doing the voice of Indy.
And then it has Troy Baker. He was probably, like, dead inside. He's like, damn it, I gotta defend him too now.
And although old Phil would have sat here and made jokes about Troy Baker wearing scarves indoors and, you know, being a hipster, pseudo-celebrity, playing his guitar and thinking that he's some kind of hot shit, in truth...
This is so stupid. He was mad because he just thought he looked like a douchebag. He was like, oh, this guy is wearing scarves and darts. What a fucking idiot. That's it. And that's what people were like dunking on him for.
Troy Baker's one of the best voice actors in the business. And actually, during the trailer, when I was listening to the voice actor...
Best voice actor in the business. Get the fuck out of here. He's no Robin Atkins down. That guy is a fucking legend. You put him in a game, I'm there. You put the guy who voices Ichiban Kasuga in a game somewhere, I'm there. I'm there for it. Like, come on, man.
I immediately knew it wasn't Harrison Ford. But I was listening and I was like, oh, whoever this voice actor is, they're actually doing a really good job of trying to, like, nail the mannerisms.
He got us simp. He got us simp.
Or Harrison Ford playing Indy in those original movies. Like, you can hear the inflections in his voice and the little ways he says things and stuff.
Whoa.
Sounds like a young Ford.
Dude, this is like fucking crazy. I feel like people stopped saying shit like that because they started to realize it sounds really fucking weird. Oh, they got the like because I feel there was a time when people were like listening to like impersonators or like whatever when it comes to a game saying, oh, it sounds so close. They got the mannerisms right or something. And I feel like since then people have kind of scaled it down a little bit so it sounds less creepy. And DSB didn't get the memo, so he just sounds creepy talking about these little mannerisms of Indiana Jones.
They're doing a really good job. I had no clue it was Troy Baker. And then after the fact, I found out it was Troy Baker, and immediately I snickered, and I was like, well, I take it all back. No, I'm not. I'm not going to take it all back. Troy Baker's a great voice actor.
Oh, my
He's one
God.
of the best in the biz. So
Best in the biz.
I think that's pretty neat.
This dude talks like these people are like fucking show animals. Oh, my God.
They're like Indiana Jones in a game
Whatever.
Like I think that's just going to add to the quality of the game. So it's like great voice acting that's trying to sound like the original character, gameplay elements that seem to be in line with what the character would be doing in the movies, an interesting plot that takes place during prime Indy. This isn't like old man Indy going around on his walker and cane trying to fucking do stuff like in the latest movie. This actually looks like it's going to make sense for the time period it's set in. So you got all this.
What makes it?
And all you fucking see, right, is first person indie? Oh, it's terrible. First person. Who wants first person Indiana Jones?
Dude, he would say this if this was any other game. He has said the same shit. Who's asking for this? Oh, this game is like this. This blah 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 blah. Like, dude, you put out a game trailer, and if it's not what people like expect, they're gonna be upset about it. If you're like into like changing stuff and whatever, that's fine. There's stuff that I've seen people like actually kind of get interested about Indiana Jones because of the same reason of like, oh, it's not a Uncharted clone. Okay, yeah, I'll see what's going on with that. Whatever. Some people may like the combat. Like, it's just simple as that. And then there's gonna be people that are just like, oh, this doesn't look good, and they leave it at that. And he's like focusing so hard about this, getting so mad at just people saying this game looks bad, but he has done the same thing. The same thing.
Should have been third person, man. They really ruined it by making it first person. And I just can't stand it. I can't stand people bitching for the sake of bitching.
Dude, he's getting so mad over other people just fucking having an opinion. Oh my god, this is a great face. Oh my god. He's so mad. He's so fucking mad. Like, holy shit. Like, when I was listening to this, I was like just minding my business, like just drawing fucking Gurren Lagann shit. And I just hear this guy yelling and getting so fucking mad. It's like, damn, dude, what happened? And he's just bitching about other people not liking Indiana Jones. Is this dude a fucking investor? Again, this dude got so fucking mad at people just saying like, just being happy for Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. He got fucking mad saying that these people are rewarding bad business and they're giving Nintendo a pass and all this stuff. They need to also shit on the game and all this stuff. Other people are being critical on Indiana Jones and he's saying that they're all bitches. Like, dude, he was calling people like Tears of the Kingdom dick suckers. Oh, just like same thing Baldur's Gate 3. He was shitting on so many people saying that what he was saying was nitpicking and all this stuff. He was shitting on that game saying this game sucks. I don't want to do this, blah, 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 blah. And then people are like, Phil, people like this and they think that this is fine. Stop being a fanboy, okay? And this dude is already going fanboy mode over Indiana Jones. Like, look how worked up he is.
You didn't play it. You don't know if it's any fucking good.
And this is coming from a guy that says he's so much happier now. He's a positive guy. He's more relaxed and chill. Does this sound relaxed and chill to you? He's just randomly yelling about fucking Indiana Jones. Of all things, he's yelling about Indiana Jones.
The preview looked good. You don't get to just shit on something because you're bored. Because that's all it is. People today...
Dude, he was shitting on games too. If this was any other game that's not Indiana Jones, he'd shit on it too. That game with that Pokemon with guns, he literally was shitting on that game. He was like, oh, who's gonna care about this game? It's another meme game that's doing this. And now he's like, this game is actually like kind of cool, man. But he was shitting on it. But then these other people are shitting on this game, and he's acting as if he's a fucking investor. Like, he's like, they're gonna affect his paycheck. He gets so personally invested in fucking game releases. I thought you were a chill guy, Phil. Why are you letting this get to you? Of all things. Like, he says how everyone's trolling him and all this stuff, but this gets a rant on this scale. Like, there has to have been something that pissed him off that he's just not telling us to get this worked up. He's so irritable about Indiana Jones. Something must have been under his skin when he was reading this or to talk about this, because this dude sounds insane.
Are so fucking bored with their lives that whenever something gets announced, they just have to take a shit on it now, right? Like, oh, I've been waiting for this Xbox Direct so I could pull down my pants and launch projectile turds at it. Well, grow the fuck up, because no one gives about your fucking shit. Bitching on social media about this shit.
Dude, he bitches on social media.
Could you shut the fuck up?
Shut the fuck up.
About it? It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like the best game I've ever seen, but I didn't see anything that looked bad about it. You know, I'm sorry.
Look how mad he's getting because he feels so insecure about liking it. Like, dude, everyone likes something that everyone else hates. That just happens. Like, dude, you could like something and everyone can hate it, and that's fine. There are a lot of people that like stuff I don't like, and it's like I don't get this worked up about it. Like every time I bring up Persona 4, it's always like in like a shitposty facetious way because yeah, I don't like the game or whatever, but it's just whatever. But this dude is like taking it so personally. And when he's talking about this, he could just say all he's trying to say is, guys, Indiana Jones looks really good. I'm interested in it. It doesn't look like it's gonna be like an Uncharted game. It's gonna be like a first person for combat, and then like the platforming is third person, so it looks kind of interesting. So I'm into it. Some people don't like that it's first person. I get it. It's fine, but I think this is pretty good, and that's it. And then you could also say like some people are saying that it looks a little janky, and I guess it does, but I didn't notice anything bad with it, so whatever. He could just say that. He doesn't have to like attack people over this fucking opinion. He's literally attacking people, and and the thing is, he says shit all the time, and then when people are like, I feel like you're wrong or whatever, he gets so fucking mad and defensive, saying, it's my opinion, okay? Whatever. This dude is fucking insane, man.
It looks interesting. Indiana Jones in first person with unique combat elements, the likes of which we haven't really seen before in a game like this, right? And it's made by a company that's made multiple great games from the Wolfenstein series. Yeah, the last one wasn't good. What was it, the one with the twin daughters or whatever? That one sucked. But most of the games...
Dude, they made one bad game and he's willing to give this a shot. But Bethesda made Fallout 76, a game that DSP hated. Because he loved Fallout 4. Don't let him tell you different. He loved that game. But he played a little bit of Fallout 76. Said that game was shit. And then said Starfield was their make or break game. But this Indiana Jones game is not a make or break game for this studio? Okay.
Are good. So why are we bitching?
Why are we
by the
bitching?
way, it's a Game Pass game, right? And it's coming out this year.
Code Vein is a Game Pass game, and he said it was a stupid game and it's dumb.
But it just said 2024. This one actually didn't have like a solid release date. It was just like, oh, it's coming out this year. That's the target for this year, right? So I don't know. To me, it's like people just want to fucking, okay. So
like, people just want to fucking what? Like, listen to this. He already said they just want to bitch. He already said that. I don't know why he's like scared to say it.
People just want to fucking, okay. So
it's so crazy. This dude is getting so worked up. Like, he's just saying that these people are just bitching for the sake of bitching. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
AVGN, I know I referenced...
This dude needs to get, like, a therapist or something. Because it's really, like, this is, like, insane. You say the shit he says, and you'll just realize how fucking crazy he is. Like, that's why, like, when I do DST, I get a little nervous that, like... because I say such crazy shit that as Darkside Theo, that it's like, man, I don't want to like see that mentality, you don't want to see yourself become the character. You do the character so long, you become the character, or whatever. I don't want that to ever happen. Like, that to me is like the one fear. It's like, man, I'm glad I don't do it for everything. I don't do it that much. Because, man, I can't imagine trying to impersonate this guy for longer. It would just drive you crazy. This dude is insane.
Every once in a while. The Angry Video Game Nerd used to have
like, he has no one to, like, check him on anything he says. Like, usually if you have a friend and you talk to someone and you say something stupid, they'll be able to, like, tell you, like, hey, man, like, fucking calm down. Like, relax. Or whatever. And he doesn't have that in his life. Kat doesn't have a backbone because DSP like conditioned her to like agree with him and everything. It's really scary. I talked about that in my fucking family night stream I did. It's so fucking weird. And he has no one in reality that will like tell him like, dude, just fucking relax with this. because no one in the chat says anything because he has a power complex over them. Like, if they tell him, like, dude, you sound insane, he'll just ban you or mock you or whatever because this dude is fucking insane.
In one of his videos, classic videos, there's nitpicking and then there's shit picking, right? Like, you can nitpick, but this is just like people are looking for things to shit on.
It's not that hard to look for to say I don't like the first person gameplay of Indiana Jones. Like, some people just don't like it. Like, I don't like stealth games to be first person because it's way harder for me to play. And it's like, I just don't like that. It's not my kind of game. So if I see a game that's first person stealth and I say, oh, this game looks like shit, I'm not for me. That's just my opinion. Like, dude, people just have things that they like and dislike, and he's focusing on the people that are shitting on this game. I've seen people like get excited for this game just as much. Like, dude, people like and dislike all these kind of things, and he's getting so worked up about it.
Like, you're literally looking to say it's bad when it's not bad. You just want to shit on it, and that pisses me off because I'm watching this direct, and I'm like feeling positive about most of it. You know, like I said, the Civ game aura I don't care about, right? I just don't give a shit. And I'm looking and I'm like, okay, Avowed looks pretty good. It doesn't look amazing, groundbreaking, but it looks like it's going to be a great time. Hellblade 2 looks like pretty good. I actually was pleased with Visions of Mana, and the indie game looks pretty good, and most of these games are going to be on Game Pass, so likely at the very least, I'm at least going to check them out, right? And then I go online, and all the people online are doing is bitching and complaining that they hate.
And this dude has complained about Nintendo Directs too. He complained about them. He has complained about Directs like anyone else. And this dude is getting upset that he likes something that's popular, that's like being shat on by people he follows. It's really sad. It's really pathetic. Like, dude, just like what you like. Why does he tailors his opinion to the general public so much? He's so afraid to have such a different opinion because he acts so upset when people just don't share it with him. Like, holy shit. Fuck
really?
You.
Are you gamers or are you fucking little whiny bitches? Shut the fuck up. No one cares about you sitting bitching.
And look at this. He's saying that these people are bitches because they're being critical of Indiana Jones. But he has complained that people are not critical with Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, these Nintendo fans, they're not like criticizing Nintendo. They're giving them a pass. Oh, the game's 3 frames. Oh, well, it's Nintendo, man. Buy anyway. Like, he has shat on people for saying the same shit. And he is sitting there, like, saying that, no, these people are being bitches for complaining. Like, holy shit, dude. Do you listen to yourself? Do you know what you say every day?
On X app about fucking, oh, it didn't look like this, didn't play exactly like I had expected, and this and that. Then why don't you go fucking make the game? Seriously, I'm tired of these fucking entitled idiots.
Entitled idiots. So, like, why do they have to tailor their Twitter to your taste? It's, like, really funny to me that, like, there was a time where people were just like, wow, Theo, you post a lot about Cleo at the time. Like, okay. I mean, why, like, it's my Twitter account. I mean, yeah, okay, cool. All right. Or it's like, oh my god, like, and then I get the occasional, like, well, you make a lot of tweets about DSP. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it's fine. Cool. Like, how does that upset you? Like, I just gotta try to go into it. Like, every time I get a comment on my YouTube channel, I was like, wow, you talk a lot about DSP. I'm like, oh yeah, I do? Okay. Like, tell me about it. Why do you think I do that? And he's like, well, because you want to get attention. I was like, no, I just want to do videos. Okay, but like, why? But like, why are you so upset about this? Well, you're wasting your time doing this. Yeah, but like, you went to my video and commented that this is a waste of time. Like, I just gotta try to like walk them through the thought process until they realize that like this is just as much of a waste of time as making that comment. So it's like, who fucking cares? And this dude is like getting so worked up that other people are hating the game. Why does it matter? So what if they don't like the game?
Bitching about everything.
Like, if he likes the game so much, why is he focusing on all these other people? Why does he need an army of Twitter accounts defending the game he likes? Make it make sense.
I guess I'm becoming the older gamer generation is what it is. You know, when I was growing
Older
up,
gamer generation. That must be what it is. I must be getting old, man. This fucking dude loves talking about how old he is, though. He's like, oh, man, I'm like 40 years old, man. I'm like clacking my balls together. Like, come on.
and when new games were announced, yeah, you would try to micro-analyze, of course, but you didn't just crap on stuff constantly just because it
Dude.
was fun.
Dude, are you fucking kidding me? Dude, Wind Waker came out and people were shitting on it. Just, oh, this is stupid. What a stupid looking game. Oh, I don't want a fucking baby game. All this shit. People were complaining about that game for so long. And then, like, look at it now. People are like, oh, yeah, actually, Wind Waker's kind of good. I think we were, like, a little too harsh on it. And it became, like, a sleeper hit. And this dude, and it has, like, changed Zelda because after that, Nintendo, like, kind of was, like, afraid to experiment visually again after that. And it's like, man, like, if people would just let it go and just be okay, who knows what Zelda would have been. But this dude is, like, getting so worked up and saying that it never happened. No one ever, like, had a hate campaign against the game. Okay.
To do. Oh, because you're online, you have a fucking ability to post up a shitty opinion. You just do it, right? Because now I feel like there was a hype around it, and the event's over, and I'm feeling positive and good, and I go online, and everyone's like, ah, this sucked, it sucked, it sucked. Now, do you have concrete reasons why it sucked? Or
See, this guy's afraid that that the game's gonna become like a popularly hated game, so like no one's gonna want to watch it, which makes no sense. I would argue more people would want to watch that kind of game. Like, it's really the streamer that it matters, right? Come on.
echoing what everyone else is saying online to have a memeable moment of how it sucks.
And
right?
it's just so funny that this dude says that all these people are like hive minds and, oh, you do this, you parrot all this stuff. And he's getting upset that these people are not parroting the hype that he wants to parrot. And they're parroting something else. Interesting.
It's like, shut the fuck up. Stop being a sheep.
It's a sheep when you're doing something different than what he wants you to do. When they're doing what he wants them to do, they're not being sheep. What a fair perspective on this.
Look at it for what it was. 5 games, out of which 4 of which I'm actually interested in. All of which will be Game Pass, except for Visions of Mana. And they're all coming out this year. That's great that now we have time to talk about these games and hype them up and learn more about them. And they're going to be playable soon. And these are mostly games from Xbox Studios. And the big question has been, will Xbox Studios ever put out good games? Well, Avowed looks pretty good.
Man, this dude talks like he fucking is an investor. He's really acting like this merger that Microsoft did like matters to him. Like, this was his baby. Like, it was like his decision. Guys, you should buy all these companies. Like, dude, is he like a big fucking investor for Microsoft? Like, why the fuck does he care this much about this acquisition so much? He has defended this acquisition more than the fucking company itself. Like, he's shilling that merger more than Phil Spencer is.
Pretty good. The indie game looks pretty good. So right there, there's, wow, maybe finally the first signs of hope that all the money Xbox invested in these game studios is going to pay out for them, right?
Right.
So why exactly are we shitting? Why are we all taking a shit?
But like, look at the clown shit Microsoft did though. They made a big deal acquiring like Persona. Like, they were like, oh, they didn't acquire them, but like they got they got them on their console, and I was like, oh guys, you got like Persona 5, 4, and 3 all on Game Pass and Reload. And then recently they announced that they're removing Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable, or just Persona 4 Golden. One of those things are getting removed, or both, whatever. And doesn't that look kind of silly? They hyped it up, and they always wanted to have a Japanese presence with their fucking games, with their consoles. And then they're like, yeah, we're removing Persona 4, the game that all these people like.
Right?
Oh.
I don't know.
And he's like, why are they shitting on Microsoft, man? How dare you shit on them?
Pissed off because you know these.
And he's getting pissed off, and he mocks people for getting mad too. This dude is so stupid.
Game devs are probably working really hard to make great games.
Oh my god, the game devs are working hard. Oh my god, dude. Like, I hate that this dude is acting like a lot of these games that don't look good at launch or whatever, a lot of the times these people worked really hard in that development. As much as it doesn't look like it, they were just working hard on because you don't know the circumstances of making that game. It's like, it could be very insane. sure, you could say that we use assets and all this kind of stuff. It all like it's case by case and all this kind of stuff. But like for the most part, like you know that they worked hard anyway. But he keeps saying if a game is bad, they didn't try. If a game is good, hey, they tried. It's like you can try and fail. Like that's a very like real outcome that you could try as hard as you can and you will still fail. Like that just happens.
Too. And they worked hard on this presentation to make everything look good. And the first thing they do is go online and people are just making negative memes. India's first person is banned. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
There's some little kids whining about nothing.
Oh my god.
Because they're so entitled, right? Yet then they go off, and what's the first thing they'll do? They'll go play fucking Fortnite, right?
And they gotta bring up Fortnite. Oh, they'll show them this and they'll go on Fortnite. Dude, he's getting so worked up over a fucking license game. He loves these license games so fucking much. And they don't do anything. They're not going to give you the game for free. And again, if this was anyone else talking like this, he would call them a dick sucker. He would say that they're fanboys and they need to, like, hop off their, like, get off the dick of the company, man. Stop sucking their dick, man. But he's, like, going so far for Indiana Jones. Like, holy shit.
Or they'll go play the next memeable, stupid game that fucking zero effort went into. That's what they'll go play. But then they'll crap on the games that are actually trying to do something original.
He crapped on Cult of the Lamb. He said it was a fad game. And it's a meme game. And stupid. Whatever. Like, and he didn't play it. And that was a unique game. That did unique stuff. And he shat on it. Okay.
Right?
Right? Correct?
So, yeah, it pisses me off. And the thing is, if you have a legit reason to criticize any of those games during that event and you think that they don't look good, that's fine.
Again, if your criticisms are legit, that's fine, but I'm talking about the crazy people. Like, this is shit that he complained about Neil Druckmann. Neil Druckmann made a tweet that was directed to bigots, correct? So, like, why are you being upset, man? He's not talking about you. He's talking about the other people. And he's like, yeah, man, you fucking attacked everyone. And then this guy is sitting there, like, attacking people for not having the same opinion as him. Like, Jesus Christ, man, fucking relax.
What I'm telling you is that I didn't see that. What I saw was just the same regurgitated negativity on social media, and I'm tired of seeing that everyone's just a parrot. Everyone's just a sheep. They just follow each other by the ass.
I've seen people who like this game, who are interested in this game. I'm, like, in the middle of the road of it. I mean, again, I'm not a huge Indiana Jones fan. Like, I didn't grow up with Indiana Jones. Like, the first one I saw was the Crystal Skull one because I knew Indiana Jones was like a popular thing. I was like, oh, this is a new one. Okay, I'll check this out. And I didn't like it. Now I understand that the other ones were probably better, and I get that. I'm not surprised that they're better, but it's like I never got around to watching them because I'm not like diehard into it. The only reason why I saw Dial of Destiny was because I was in Greece, and they had outdoor movie theaters. So it's like, yeah, I want to like experience that again because outdoor movie theaters are actually fun to go to. So it's like, okay, I'll just watch it, whatever. And that movie is like, it's whatever. I don't think it's like awful, but it wasn't great. But yeah, it's like, that's it. I don't have like a bad opinion of it. It's like, oh, okay, whatever, And the game looks fine. I don't know. I don't know how interested I'd be by the time it comes out. I'll really have to like see. So it's that kind of shit, man.
It's like the world's longest human centipede. Right?
And this dude is like acting as if like everyone is shitting on it. Like, not everyone. Like, I don't think everyone's shitting on it. I think it's a good mix of like people upset by it and people are like hyped by it. Like, and both of them are correct in their own opinion.
They're all attached by the fucking anus to the mouth, and they can't stop shitting into each other's mouths so that they can.
But again, if these people said that, oh, it's my opinion, Phil, he would say that's a bitch ass defense, man. Only bitches say, oh, it's my opinion. But this dude hides behind his opinion too.
Could shit into the next one's mouth, and they make the biggest, longest turd you've ever seen that goes on social media. Now everyone thinks that this presentation.
And oh my god, whatever.
No, it didn't.
Again, this dude literally was upset that people were not shitting on Hogwarts Legacy because of the game, and they're shitting on for political reasons. People are shitting on the game for game reasons, and he's like upset about it. What can they do? How could?
Didn't suck. It wasn't the best I've ever seen, but it certainly wasn't the worst presentation. So shut the fuck up and eat shit.
Eat shit. But he shot on every Nintendo Direct though. Come on. Same with No More Heroes 3. He never played it. And he said, oh, the game sucked because one had bad motion controls. He never played 2. Oh my god.
I know that was gross. That was the intention. That's how these people make me feel.
Again. Poo jokes. Duty? Think about it.
Disgusting. Anyway.
Oh my god, this dude is insane.
Here we go. Let's continue now, shall we? Let's continue with the show. So that was the digital event. I'm feeling positive about a lot of these games, and yes, I'm excited for some of them, and I'm going to be playing. I think that pretty much covered everything I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, that did. It covered everything that I wanted.
All right.
But then again, you did tune into my show to hear that. So you actively chose to
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, let's just go to live. Let's see what he's doing now.
It's a chicken sandwich-induced hallucination. Oh, I see.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh,
All
my
right.
goodness.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
All right.
2 more hours, guys. This is certainly interesting.
Oh, split the part?
It's weird because doesn't this feel like this is a plot point that's gonna like
Split the
change
part?
course of the
Split the
game,
part.
But I guess it doesn't, right? Like no matter what, you still end up going to that.
Come on, split the
tower
part.
in Act 2, and I guess Act 3 you go to Baldur's Gate. So even though this seems like a
I almost thought he was gonna say Baltimore. I almost thought he was gonna say Baltimore.
But I am gonna make my decision here.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Okay. Are we gonna split the part? What are we doing?
Okay.
Okay. Are we gonna split the part? What are we doing? What are we
Okay,
doing,
so,
Phil?
We're gonna continue. Thank you guys.
Oh
By the
my
way,
god!
Thanks so far for your support of the stream. Anything else would be greatly appreciated. Like I said, my goals for today is to hit 600 members, and you know, to possibly hit the tier 2 tip score would be great. We've been doing that every Baldur's Gate stream so far, but let's continue on with this critical story and see what happens. Okay. Sorry, I had a
Wait.
little bit of shameless plugs.
That was a break? What the fuck? Oh, okay.
Is right, but to me, it's like you take out this thing and out, but I really believe that kind of trumped it, like because we've already like unearthed that and trumped it, right? That's what I think anyway.
Oh my
Alright,
god.
let's split the part, and then I'm gonna make my decision. Cool.
That's how he fucking splits the part? He didn't even pick it. Okay.
All right, but before we do that, guys, I gotta blow my nose, and I gotta.
Blow his nose and stretch his legs.
It's a chicken sandwich-induced hallucination.
Okay, that's where we came in. Oh my god. That was like nothing.
Do not test her.
That was such a nothing segment. Whatever. Okay, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We learned a lot. Remember, guys, you must love fucking Indiana Jones, or DSP is gonna be very fucking pissed. He's fucking pissed about it. That is so insane. Like, dude, he got so worked up about fucking people not liking Indiana Jones. Imagine being worked up over that. Well, you know what they say.
Time to skedaddle on out of here.
All right, bye-bye.